Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 20th to June 26, 2022. This is a general reading, so feel free to take whatever resonates and leave behind for others whatever does not. To uncover more layers of your week, check out readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs. On June 21st, we have the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere and the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere, respectively, due to the sun being directly above the furthest points north and south of the equator. The word solstice is derived from Latin and references the sun's apparent stoppage or standing still. This reading explores those themes. So let's take a look at what we have. In terms of this first column, we look at what appears to be stopping or standing still. You have the Fates card, you have Page of Wands, Temperance, Five of Swords. In the middle column, we look at what is reaching its furthest point this week. You have Wizard of the Woods, Focus. You have Devil, Death, Three of Wands. And in this third column, we see how your energy is impacted by solstice, and you have this Celebrate card. You also have King of Cups, Seven of Swords, and Knight of Wands. So here, this card, the Fates, kind of indicates perhaps something has occurred that really is outside of your control, and maybe it didn't go the way that you wanted, and at this point, it's just kind of things are going to be outside your control. There's a sense of destiny. Definitely you have control over the things that you do, but there's some things that you just have to accept and know that those things are possibly not for your best and highest good. Okay, I had to close the window because it seems that there's some yard work going on next door. So here with the Fates, needing to recognize that some things are outside of your control. A lot of things are outside of your control, and you might not really figure out certain reasons why something happened or didn't happen, and really just needing to accept that there is a greater plan at stake here, and that something wasn't for you if it didn't work out, and also kind of looking at how you might be spending time trying to fit something into a certain mold that doesn't quite fit. So here with the Five of Swords, this is a card of winning at all costs, not knowing when to walk away from a lose-lose situation. Also a card of false victories. So it may be that for some of you there was or has been a need to try to figure something out, not keep pursuing something, some problem, some communication that you're trying to pursue, and it's kind of at that point where the Fates are saying that kind of stop pursuing something or trying to control something that's outside of your control. With the Temperance card here, it is a concept of patience, balance, and harmony, being in a place of zen, and really taking situations from the past and the present, mixing them together to create a future that's for your best and highest good. To have a sense of healing even, and creating something new with this mixture. With the Page of Wands, this is a card of, you know, a positive message coming through for you, and also the idea of adventure and curiosity and exploring your surroundings, expressing yourself, and not having things be what you would expect them to be or want them to be, but really excited about experiencing the unique aspects of life and how your energy really interacts, you know, with those things. So let's take a look at the Five of Swords over here. You have the Page of Cups, and this is about, you know, another page, another card of looking at the world with a sense of possibilities and imagination, creativity, coming from a place of love and acceptance, not only for others but for yourself, and in contrast with this Five of Swords, it's almost a sense of dealing with this concept of conflict and control. When you have this energy of limitless possibilities and imagination, it really kind of, these concepts of control and expectations kind of go out the window. Let's take a look at the Page of Wands. Oop. You have the Nine of Swords here. So this is kind of a card of fear, anxiety. To some degree, it may be that this type of having a sense of control over things, understanding things as to why they are or are not, is the way you tend to operate, and feel that it provides like structure and safety, and this sense of what's the word I'm thinking of? Spontaneity is something that you're uncomfortable with, that gives you a sense of anxiety. So let's take a look at this Temperance card. You have the Fool, which definitely brings in energy of these pages, this sense of innocence, no expectations other than having an open heart, open mind, and letting Spirit kind of lead you wherever you can experience the most amount of joy. And this concept of control, or you know, winning and losing, expectations, those are really not on the Fool's radar. The Fool just really wants to experience life and all its possibilities here. So what is stopping or appears to be standing still is this concept of control, and it'll allow you to really tap into this new energy, new possibilities, and new beginnings. So here in what is reaching its furthest point this week is this Wizard of the Woods, this focus, this concept of there being magic in the world, there being the ability for your wishes to come true, and that if you kind of start thinking in a more positive way, self-talk in a positive way, looking at potential as opposed to limitations, then even if there is like a challenging situation, you will be able to be like pleasantly surprised at your abilities to get through it, and to be able to kind of see how the things that you want, that you're focused on, will come to fruition. So you have this Devil card, and this is a card of, you know, being tempted by things that aren't for your best and highest good, making decisions that aren't for your best and highest good, that are, you know, lead to either instant relief, instant gratification, and they're not sustainable in the long term. With this Death card, this is a card indicating a need for transformation and change. And with the Three of Wands, this is a card of expansion, of success, and really exploring your potential. So here it kind of indicates possibly like a way of talking to yourself, a way of seeing possibilities where there's, you know, limited options, limited outcomes, and really leaving behind what's not for your best and highest good, and transforming where you're seeing positive possibilities for your future, for success, for the things that you want to bring into reality. So let's take a look at this Devil card here. You have here the Eight of Cups, and this is a card to indicate needing to walk away from a certain situation that isn't serving your best and highest good, and kind of take a real look at where those things have, you know, what they have gotten you, what you've invested in that that way of doing things, and you know, looking at leaving behind that way and finding a new path for yourself that is for your best and highest good. Let's take a look at the Death card here. You have the Four of Swords, and this is a card of withdrawing from the hoopla of whatever it is going on around you, whatever is preoccupying your mind, and withdrawing from that, giving yourself some peace, getting some clarity in that process as well. So it could be this, you know, recognizing that there was focus on more the negative aspects as opposed of new possibilities, you know, why things couldn't stay the way they were, or why things had to evolve the way they did, as opposed to kind of seeing what new possibilities there are, and where you know, one door closes, another door opens, and what to do you know, with that new open door. So here it seems to be a transformation of that way of processing information, of communicating to yourself, and also a transformation of the thoughts in general, and starting to really get into more your positive energy, positive emotions, feeling joy, feeling happiness, and having the ability to really enjoy the present moment. So let's see what's going on with the Three of Wands here. You have the Ace of Swords. So definitely this new way of thinking, this new sense of focus and clarity will allow you to, you know, branch out and expand your experiences, your success, and whatever you want to like put magic into and have manifested into this world. So this week is really going to be key for allowing this transformation. And in this third column, how your energy is impacted by the solstice, you will be able to celebrate. So definitely there is a major shift coming along this week where you are going to be starting to you know, get out of whatever funk you've been in and really start to celebrate life, be in the present, and you know, yearn for that sense of adventure in life, and be enthusiastic about the possibilities that are, you know, coming up for you. With the King of Cups, it indicates you know, those looking for love, it indicates that this is really the path for you to meet someone who is, you know, going to be that romantic partner that is supportive and compassionate, romantic. For those of you who are already in that position, this will allow you to be more like the King of Cups yourself, to really be able to enjoy connections with life, with people around you, and to just be happy and celebrate every opportunity you have. Here with the Seven of Swords, this is kind of typically the liar, stealer, cheater card. This is also a card of imposter syndrome, and it can be a card to kind of indicate a way of doing things, a way of processing information, of talking to yourself, of problem solving that is, you know, has been hidden from you. So let's take a look at those Seven of Swords here. You have the Queen of Swords, and this is a card of clarity, balanced reason, and clear thought. Definitely a relation to you know, this focusing on the positive, getting a sense of clarity, and getting a sense of confidence. So this does kind of indicate a sense of maybe you have in the past felt things needed to be a certain way so that you could feel, you know, confident or comfortable. But here, celebrating, you know, the unexpected, the moments of randomness is going to help you more so be prepared for making decisions, for building up your confidence, for almost it's a way of preparing you on a level that you didn't see was possible. It's kind of like puzzle games, you know, looking at life as opportunities to connect the dots and create new opportunities, to create new connections with people. It will really be a way for you to see things even in a more clear way, and allow you to kind of start being your true self, to step into your truth. Let's take a look at the Knight of Wands. You have the Eight of Pentacles. So definitely this is something that you will kind of need to work on. You might find yourself, you know, sliding back into naysaying, limitations, obstacles, but you're going to need to really make a conscious effort to celebrate, you know, everything around you, all possibilities, things that are outside of your control, things that you don't know how it's going to go, and take that as opportunities to really become a better version of yourself. So let's see what's going on with the King of Cups here. You have this Seven of Pentacles. Typically this is a card of investing in something and not having it turn out the way that you thought it would be. Perhaps because you had certain expectations, perhaps there were things that you were trying to control or mold into a certain thing that it was not, or trying to shape something into something it's not. But really celebrating other people's unique characteristics and what you can learn from them and what you can create together is going to allow for richer connections once you do truly connect with someone emotionally that you want to be with. And it could be with someone that you are, you know, dating right now, or talking to or considering. But this card kind of has you or calls for you to really let go of any preconceived expectations of what it could be, and just being in the moment and celebrating your connection with them. Maybe they might not turn out to be your romantic soulmate, where you're gonna have mad, passionate love, but they could be your platonic soulmate, where there is mad, passionate friendship. So I am hoping this provides a helpful perspective of your week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.